So I go through a lot of silliness to protect my persimmon tree. So not only do I cover them with these, you see over here, these nylon bags, which work really well for insects, for birds. However, I have skunks and I have raccoons, and they really love persimmons just as much as we do. And if you've tasted these sideshow persimmons before, they are amazing. So one thing I've learned is that pretty much nobody, no creature, well, maybe there are a couple, like to be wet. They don't want to get shot with water. So what I have done is I've taken a Raspberry Pi. Let's see if I can get this in sunlight where you can see it. There's a Raspberry Pi in here with a motor. There we go. So this is a motor controller. This is an old one. This is Raspberry Pi 3. This is very old, but still works. So I have a motor control going out to here. I've taken apart a water gun, an electronic water gun. I've taken that part out, and you see it's a DC motor on the back, and then on the bottom there's tubing, right? So that's going to take the water and shoot it. So I use the motor control, and the motor control, of course, is hooked up to this USB recharger and connected to this battery. So what I'll do is that there's a camera. This little thing right here is a camera. It looks horrible, but it's just taped up. Doesn't matter, it's going outside, so I don't care. But what I'm doing is I'm running a program on here called motion that detects motion when something comes through. Unfortunately, it's not really smart. It just detects motion, so wind, stuff like that can cause it to go off. So I have plans in the future doing something a little bit better. But anyway, it detects motion, and then it then triggers a program that's going to shoot water in just a general direction, and that's usually somewhere close to where the raccoons and skunks are, and it will drive them off. So actually what drives them off first is when the motor's spinning up. The motor starts to spin up, and then they get spooked and they take off. So I don't think I've ever gotten any animal wet with this, but it's been fairly effective at getting rid of them, or not getting rid of, but just keeping them away from the persimmons. So I'm gonna go hook all this up and get this going. Now, this is a night vision camera. Since the raccoons all kind of come out at nighttime, I have a night vision camera. Now, this camera is not going to work well because unless it has an infrared light source. So I do have another thing, this infrared light that's going to be plugged in. It has a sensor on it to determine whether or not it needs to be on, if it's daylight or not. It works really well. So, and all these are going to be plugged in directly here to power, so they'll be on 24/7. And then I got some extra long USB cables, some old style USB cables. I think USB 1, 2, I don't know the standard, I can't remember. It's too early. And those are going to be plugged into here. So, all right, well, I'm going to go hook all this up and test it and show you all the crazy things I have to do, because my God, these things taste so good, and I don't want to lose a single one to an animal. All right. Okay, so after back and forth, finally get it working. Ooh, detected something. So this is hooked up the water. I have to figure out why it's not pulling water. I'll dig into that. I mean, just the sound itself will drive off these critters, which is good. That's all I want. I don't want anything hurt. Just want them to leave my persimmons alone, you know? All right, so as I come into the way, it's gonna figure, okay, there's motion. It's already detected me. And let's refresh that. Might be a little slow. Network out here is a little slow. I'm using repeaters to kind of get something going. So look at this craziness. All this for persimmons, right? So, all right. So anyway, so it's hooked up, directly powered through these USB lines, and then there's the battery. I had to switch out another shooter because they were just, it didn't work. Anyway, so it's hooked up into the water. It pulls the water up through the activation of the water, and then it comes out through here, and it will make that noise and then scare off the animals like that. And that does scare them off. They're just like, well, what is that? Especially at night, right? They're skittish, and that's all I want. Just move on. Go eat somebody else's plants. And since it's night vision, you see the kind of bizarre looking stuff. It's a night vision camera, so that doesn't really work very well during the day. So it's only going to work at night. And then this is going to provide a heck of a lot of light and cover all of this right here. So that's what I do to protect my persimmons. And it's worth it. I swear to God, it's worth it. All right, I appreciate y'all having fun with me on my nerdy adventure. Take care.